hold them with this microphone, but that's okay, I don't need them. Thank you all for being here this evening. Thank you for supporting the Women of Ill Refute. Thank you, Women of Ill Repute. Thank you for supporting the Rape Crisis Center and Art and Theater. So give yourself an applause first for that. Thank you. This evening, I wanted to open up, I asked if I could say a few words prior to the performance. I'm an author here in San Antonio, and I have a book called Empanada, but when I was 22, and I just turned 40 last week, so when I was 22, a friend of mine, who's in the audience also, was 18, I think. We walked into a bar called El Toro, and y'all remember El Toro, the slams there, the poetry slams, we were always there smoking cigarettes, drinking who knows what, those things you drink when you're 22 and 18. And we were hanging out there, and I'll never forget, I was 4 years out of my parents' house, not by choice, and hadn't spoken to them, had created my own life, and I was a writer, but I was writing in journals and matchbooks and on napkins at gyms and in napkins at El Toro and writing little things down, but way too afraid to write the truth about being lesbiana, my experiences, the stories, and way too afraid to write what needed to be written about the queer community, LGBTQ community. And so when I was 22, many, many years ago, we were at this bar, and I'll never forget just being there, smoking a cigarette at the time. Lights went out, and all of a sudden, just one badass woman at a time walked out. Same age as me, fierce as ever, shoulders back, heads up, red lipstick, sexy, beautiful, powerful, intelligent, and they just blew my mind. Cried, people healed that evening at a bar. They healed through trauma. Not only was the story told on the stage, not only was that community of women, these women, the women of Ill Refute, not only did they heal through their community and through their circle, but the audience began to heal through so many experiences that they too had gone through and had never spoken about. And that's something extremely important about art. And I'm looking out at the audience, and there are many artists in this room, give yourself a round of applause for that are doing this work, because it is dangerous work, and it's crucial work. And today, it is still just as crucial with things that are going on. Now, I know for a fact that the Women of Ill Repute came about because one of the members of the performance was raped. And this community of women came together to heal as friends. And that healing circle became a piece of artwork. And that piece of artwork is what you're going to see this evening. And I challenge each and every one of you to make sure that you are awake this evening, that you let this work awaken in you everything that you have, and you also go out there into the community and you do this work that needs to be done for women, for children, for our elders, for the LGBT community, for your sisters, your mothers, your grandmothers, and tell those stories. And please, thank you so much for being here. Continue to support the arts, continue to support the Women of Ill Repute, and everyone you know that is doing this work. Thank you again, and tonight we want to welcome the Women of Ill Refute. The Women of Ill Refute. 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 Women of Ill Refute.
Women of Ill Repute. In my mind, I could see the violinist about to touch the bow to the strings when, damn, look, it did your body good. I was walking down the street like your sister, like your mama.
Walking down the street like your daughter, like your grandma.
But you don't want to hear that, because you're only cruising for a lover, so all you see are curves.
Hit me with one of those catcalls. When I was walking down the street, writing a poem in my mind. I had written the outline
and was about to start the rhyme
when, hey, mommy, where you headed?
And you saved me from the prison of my mind.
Call me mommy again, please.
Hit me with one of those catcalls just one more time so that I can feel my womanly worth.
I'll call you Bob because every woman really wants a daddy.
And you're the first man ever to be completely honest about what women really need.
And I need another catcall because I sometimes lose awareness of my curves, and you remind me I should never worry my little head about the problems of this man's world.
Because there are big, strong machos like you who value your women so much, you just have to celebrate your sister's beauty with a
¡ay, sabrosita!
You know, walking down the street
like your sister, like your mama.
Walking down your street
like your daughter, like your grandma.
Feeling kind of scared, you know, walking down that street.
In that neighborhood, in these times.
And just as paranoia was kicking my ass.
Whoa, beautiful! I'm in heaven! You made me feel so at home and even a little turned on to boot.
Hey, where you going? Come back and give me another catcall.
Cause nobody can howl like you, baby.
Gets me all hard and just to wonder what else you can do with that tongue wagging back and forth.
You always remind me it doesn't matter what I wear. All that matters is that I have what it takes between the legs.
Because I could be a complete mess and
Ha ha! You fine!
what was I thinking? Actually worrying about things that don't concern me like education or respect.
When all I really need, more than flowers,
More than candy.
more than respect,
Is a hunka man in a hunka car and those drive-by love notes that remind me that
I think I'm in love too. Hit me with one of those catcalls.
you finally hit on the one thing that
Drives me wild. I just hope your daughter gets to meet such giving men as you.
beats bumping, drinks flowing, disco lights flashing, late night at the Saint, dancing sandwiched between Boy and beautiful Frankie, bodies rubbing, sweaty, grooving to the music, tight shirt, short skirt, boobs falling out of my blouse, bouncing around in platform shoes, a voluptuous 20-year-old, savoring life. No boyfriend or girlfriend, just a hunger for joy and release. I'm free to be me, safe in this space. I never worry about spiked drinks, unwanted ropes, dirty looks, or lustful eyes of men undressing me. In this safe space, I can explore my sexuality, dress provocatively, drink as much or as little as I want, flirt with men and women, and never feel pressured to do anything more than just dance.
The short skirt speaks. She was told she was too angry, no hysterics. Told she did not act like a victim, no tears. Told she did not cry like a victim, no pleading. Only angry accusations. But above all the he said, she said, some were deaf to her defense. Some could only hear the resounding babble of the short skirt, which to some speaks louder than truth. When the short skirt speaks, it will not be ignored. When the short skirt speaks, it holds credibility hostage. It brandishes a time bomb of shame and carries with it a list of demands. The short skirt demands all eyes upon it, demands culpability. It provokes while placing blame on women who were never meant to wear the pants to begin with. This short skirt spits. Bring me the mute victim's tongue roasted over the fires of rape. Bring me the presumed innocence of the accused, and I will multiply the burden of proof as I rain down reasonable doubt from way up above on my high horse side saddle, answering all suspicions at last with the flash of one bare thigh. Short skirt says stop. Short skirt says go. Short skirt says stop. Short skirt says go. Stop! The short skirt did not say stop. And oh, all the old wives are held captive by the tales of the day when the short skirt opened up all expectations of violence for those who seek sex for pleasure. The short skirt whispers sexuality too dangerous for the weaker sex. It scapegoats the body and absolves all voyeur eyes, commanding this culture of victim blaming and slut shaming. The short skirt speaks a dangerous myth of distraction. Take one hypnotizing stare, if you dare, up the short skirt and mysteriously forget female feticide, dowering and honor killings. Forget date and acquaintance rape. Forget the sex slave trade. The short skirt will explain them all away, defining sexuality in male terms and bringing at long last a bloody end to that word, feminism. I was told I was too angry, no hysterics. Told I did not act like a victim, no tears. Told I did not cry like a victim, no pleading. Only angry accusations, but above all the he said, she said. Some were deaf to my defense. Some could only hear the resounding babble of the short skirt, which to some speaks louder than truth. Truth deeper than clothing. Truth which if heard sounds something like this. It did happen. I did not give consent. Short skirt or snowsuit. It can happen to anyone. However I was dressed, it was not my fault. And now, I will not cry for you. I will not plead to convince you. I will not dress for you. I will not justify for you, because this is how a slut walks. This is how a prude talks. This is how a victim acts. This is what a survivor looks like. This is what a feminist looks like. This is how Madonna rages and how the whore weeps.
Promise you, child, only the truth. Though oftentimes ugly, humanity, strong as spider silk, still flimsy, with careless human hands, destroy with a simple stroke what was intended to protect and nurture. You see, if there is even the slightest chance or choice, temptation, evil infiltrates, allowing no forcing the destruction of innocence with careless human hands that grab a toddler girl in a darkened hallway in a house filled with family, in an act which has no explanation, no excuse. His manhood in hand, exposed for only tiny eyes to see. Then, with only gestures, he prods these tiny, confused hands to touch this foreign thing, old and wrinkled, it becomes a monster. A horrible creature toddler girl will grow to be disgusted by, to fear the very sight of man's naked flesh, to think it the most repulsive and vile part of a human body, which at the time it was. Then it becomes routine. These careless human hands grab each and every chance they get. Every time toddler girl has to travel through hallway to bathroom, she grows a few years, still not knowing what's happening to her, only knowing in her heart she has to be the only one. It must be for some reason. There's none. She starts to look around the living room to hope this time she will be safe. Still, since she has sworn herself to secrecy, so no one will get hurt. Too late for her. She takes her chances. There's only one bathroom after all, and she can only hold it for so long. She grows a little more. Now a bit older, she's no longer innocent at 6. Hasn't been for years, due to careless human hands and simple evil, a letter short of devil, has confused this little girl enough to start to hate herself. To try to make sense out of senselessness, it must be up to her to pleasure this man. He has needs, human need for satisfaction. His sexual gratification is placed on her burden to carry. But why? She doesn't know why. Maybe because she is young and pretty. Everybody tells her how beautiful she is. Yet she feels so ugly every time she is forced to touch this alien object. It's not that bad, she lies to herself some more. Just make it quick so she can go on about her little girl life, play with kid cousins in a safe backyard. No time for tears. Just a nick to tuck away more shame, both his and hers, she carries for him even to this day. To spare others' feelings and sanity. But you, my darling, I cannot spare any awful truth. I have to tell you, so you'll never be captured like some fly in a sinewy web of deceit. Son, let me tell you about consent. Do you know how it feels to eat something you hate? No, of course not. I never made you do that. Well, imagine if I forced you to eat your own shit. That is what you are doing when you force a woman to have sex with you. That is rape. Awake, asleep, drunk, or sober, if you do not get a response from her, or if her response is no, ask her. You must stop. Ask her if she is okay. Hold her close or move away. Respect her wishes. Rape is evil, brought to you by a society that does not value women. I'd argue that a woman is more valuable than a man. Not to make you feel inferior, but to stress the need for you to treat all women with the gentleness and fierce respect. Believe me, you'll be glad you did. Daughter, Mija, you're beautiful. Your beauty is not only external, it is internal. You must know that men will try to get you into their beds. You should always be careful when choosing a partner. It is usually best to choose the one that is not too aggressively pursuing you, the quiet one. However, sometimes the quiet ones can be a little freaky. If you decide to take him home, or maybe just make out in the car, please let your friend know, or even better, bring your friend along. But if you should decide you do not want to have sex with him, you must always speak your mind. Please know that you are in no way ever obligated to do so. You are in charge of your body, and no one can take that from you. Now go, explore, and have fun.
This will only take a minute, says the box. But allow 5 for proper results. It's the same routine. Piss, cover, sit, and wait. 1 line, 2 lines, plus sign, minus sign. The lady at the store excitedly probing. Do you think you might be pregnant? My husband and I are trying to have kids too. I give her a shaky smile. Lie. Say it's for a friend.
This will only take a minute. What you swallow, your throat rejects. It feels like there is a garden of needles beneath my breast, and I've never wanted to bleed so bad before in my life. Jealous, I listen to the girls at work griping about sore backs and cramping insides, and I could kill them for it. I have to fight the urge to gut their bellies and trade their empty internals for mine, occupied and tainted.
It only took about a minute before it felt like radio waves fluttering through my body. Before you, the size of a pea, realized your power to pull me downward to my feet. Before you began like an atom bomb harvesting in my abdomen, detonation was vital. I decided I didn't want you before I even knew you were there.
This will only take a minute. A small routine of phone calls, paperwork, possible risks. Destroying you seems to work in such proper design. I doubt my strength to continue. 20-something years earlier, choice had been such a victory. Why do I feel so defeated?
Why can't I part my lips without screaming, without our regret seeping through skin? What should have been blood shed a month ago is now an endless stream of tears. Around the family table, right-wing relatives unwittingly exchange propaganda, much like the poster-toting picketers outside the clinic. Murderer is what they will call me, baby killer. But they just don't know I do this because I want what is best for both of us.
This will only take a minute, he says, stroking my hair. And the needle is tiny, too. Slowly, I feel the sleepiness disperse through my veins, and then I feel nothing but a jerk, a hot jab in my abdomen.
Someone squeezing my hand. I picture you swimming through that tube. Tiny, inky, circular soul, ascending upward. And we're free from each other, both ready to be reunited at a better day. My mother tells me when she discovered that I indeed was inside her, she felt the most unabashed happiness she's ever known. If I don't feel that happiness at this moment, if you're just salty stones stuck in my heart, it will never be right. This pain, your departure has made me realize how much I will crave that joy when it's perfect, planned,
and desired.
No sabes valorar lo que tienes frente. Y no, me refiero al pene que tienes pegado al cuerpo. Estúpido hombre tonto, no sabes valorar lo que tienes frente, porque hasta ahora, cuando cierras y luego abres los ojos, aún estoy ahí, como perra, agachándome para lamberte el dedito gordo del pie. Estúpido hombre tonto. A veces me acobardo ante ti para que me quieras, para que me acaricies, para que me sientas, para que me halagues, para que me ames. A veces me acobardo ante ti, moviendo la cola de lado a lado, esperando una sonrisa, una caricia de ti. Porque tú eres mi dueño, mi amo, te amo. Pero no sabes valorar lo que tienes frente, estúpido hombre. Y no me refiero al pene que tú tienes pegado al cuerpo, el pene con que me apaciguas, con que me aprecias, con que me castigas, el pene con que me penetras, tanteas, nalgueas, el pene con que me maltratas, con que me ahogas, con que de mí te burlas, el pene con que me mandas, el pene, el pinche pene que me causa pena, el pene con que me apendejas, con que me haces llorar, gritar, maullar, lamber, besar, desear, coger, doler, venir, el pinche puto pene. Estúpido hombre, tonto, no sabes valorar lo que tienes frente. Y esta perra ya se va.
She gave birth to me early. Her back and thighs bloody from the whipping you gave her. Nurses and doctors gave her dirty looks and the blame. Y soon again con mi hermanitos. You threw them down at 7 months, a flight of stairs. That night, they learned to fly, somehow survived. You're a man, come back to haunt me now that I'm a woman. I fell in love with him, his poetry, his drawings, his turning me into the Azteca, Chingonen, life-sustaining corn goddess. I drove west side to south side, anytime, every day, for his beauty. I know that at my age, Mama fell for your charm, married too, and tried to please. Y pensé, después de tantos años de ser tecato, and being exiled from our lives, fuiste al fin en muerte. Why did you come back for me? Me aguantaste tanto. I ignored Mama's warning. Realized I would sing la canción de la misma lucha. You think you're a man. You once held me as a baby outside a window 7 stories high, threatening my life, my mother with my life. AIDS claimed your frame, yet somehow your spirit escaped. Now it's his hands gripping my neck in a manic depressive rage, something about demons possessing his body. It's you. Both times, I'm innocent, not knowing why, can only cry. Thinks he's a man. He grabs me by the arm and throws me pregnant on the bed. I realize there's 6 more months to protect before his rage kills my baby. By now, I don't care about me. I only keep thinking about what my mom went through, then through. I too.
In the event that you are not able to run, nose, ears, eyes, throat, temple, nose, ears, eyes, throat, temple, nose, ears, eyes, throat, temple, multiple strikes, multiple nose, ears, eyes, throat, temple, nose, ears, eyes, throat, temple, nose, ears, eyes, throat, temple, multiple strikes, multiple, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, multiple strikes, multiple, don't yell help, yell fire! Nose, ears, eyes, throat, temple, nose, ears, eyes, throat, temple, nose, ears, eyes, throat, temple, multiple strikes, yes, all women are under attack. Women and children have got to prepare. Not all men, but the numbers are stacked, so you got to take care. You have to be aware. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, multiple strikes, multiple, don't yell help, yell fire! No, don't yell rape, yell fire!
My guide to orgasms. For men, it's easy. But for us women, it's an art. It can take years to perfect. That is, of course, unless you are lucky enough to have a great teacher. Someone who appreciates and devours every inch of your body. So, for those of us that don't have years to wait or a selfless partner, here is my guide to orgasms. Part 1. How to have an orgasm by yourself, otherwise known as masturbating. Relax. If you like, take a shower, or at least wash your hands. Now, allow yourself the freedom to touch any part of your body that feels good. Let all your worries melt away. As you gently rub and caress yourself, imagine a very sexy scenario. Let your fantasies lead the way. Music is helpful. Prince is my pick. Use your voice. Say things that turn you on. Words like fuck, or cock, or God, whatever takes you there. If you have time, make a night of it. Take a long bubble bath, put on your favorite lingerie and pose in the mirror. The more uninhibited you are with yourself, the better. Orgasms come easy when you find a way to appreciate your body in the most sincere way. Part 2. How to have an orgasm with a partner who happens to have a penis. Relax. Lay your partner down. Take the reins. Take a ride, if you will. Start slow, then fast, then slow again, then fast. Let loose, feel free. If you want to stimulate your clit for an even better orgasm, turn around with one of his legs between yours and continue the same motion. He will appreciate the view, and believe me, it won't take long. Part 3, the lazy way. Repeat part 2. Add a vibrating bullet between you and your partner, directly below your clit, and take a ride. This works well for cookies. Part 4, oral stimulation. Relax. Stay in the moment, in your body, not in your mind. Forget about the dirty dishes. Now, with 2 fingers, open your lips. Ask your partner to first wet their fingers, then slowly insert 1 or 2 of them into you. Have them lick and kiss your lips and clit while you vocalize the most when it feels the best. I promise it won't take long.
Even almost climaxed for years, from the very first time at age 15 all the way to age 20. I decided to be celibate for at least a year during most of my pregnancy and sometime after. What a mistake! I had no idea that some of my best orgasms would happen later while I was in this sacred state when everything you feel is heightened. Back to my first orgasm. It was my first time making love with a woman. We were deeply in love. I watched her come into her room with just a towel. I couldn't take my eyes off her smooth, muscular legs. The desire I'd been carrying for her for over a year had finally made me strong enough to make a move to kiss her. After we kissed passionately, I laid back in her warm, comfortable bed and let her pleasure me like no one had ever done before. She made out with my most intimate part of my body, kissing, nibbling, licking, touching, and caressing me until it happened. I climaxed for the first time in my life, and it felt cathartic. I cried tears of blissful joy, and then thought to myself, all these years with my past lovers, all of whom I'd loved and even been in love with some, all these years, not one of them cared enough to make sure I got mine. These fuckers only cared, and I'd only cared, that they had come and were pleasured. left them hanging the way they'd left me hanging all those years. This time, I didn't even have to reciprocate. I didn't know yet how to make love to a woman. She knew and understood and truly only cared that I was fully satisfied, which made me cry even more, feeling treated like a queen, being fully pleased, and not having to worry about my lover coming. I know now how to make love to a woman and feel wiser for it. For me, it's still all about pleasing my lover, but at least now I know how to lose all inhibition. I know it's important that I allow and sometimes demand and expect that I have my own experience, my own orgasm. My favorite orgasms are the ones I have all by myself. In other words, I know how to masturbate and give myself the time it takes to reach climax. Still, I know my body better than anyone else ever will. Orgasms are reached sometimes with just hands, rubbing and touching. Of course, I'm still always grateful for caresses and kisses in the right spots, my neck and my nipples, are my favorite pleasure spots. The beautiful thing is that each of us is unique. We each have our own ways of reaching orgasm. The important thing to know is that everyone deserves a good orgasm.
I discovered that special place by accident at first. It was a hot San Antonio summer day. And as the hose filled the plastic pool with water, the manguera somehow twisted in between my legs. It tickled. A good tickling sensation I had never felt before. The water gushing made me. 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 ¡Eh! ¿Qué estás haciendo? Nada, nada. I respond. Crooked smile. Silent sigh. It was an accident. A sweet accident. Call me chocante. Chocante, shocking, startling, strange. Chocante, sin vergüenza, without shame. Chocante, shocking, startling, strange. Abuela called me chocante so often, I thought chocante was my name. See, chocante means unpleasant. It's true, I'm not out to please. Chocar means to crash or to collide violently. Me chocas. Feel a head-on collision at the very sight of me. Canté, I sang. Canto, I sing. Chocante! Too loud, abuela said. You want way too much attention. Too much for a Mexicana adhering to convention. See, abuela taught me to be docile. Told me girls are born to suffer, to cook and clean, not be obscene, serve your man first at supper. Que chocante! Yes, abuela is now rolling in her grave. Mujer muy mal hablada, did you not learn to behave? Señorita misbehaving, señorita misspeaking, señorita chocante, no husband will tolerate your shrieking. Cállate, nena cochina, quédate en la cocina, bocona, hocicona, mouth too big for una niña, raunchy, risque, arrastrada, pariah, parrandera. Now I'm persona non grata, perhaps they should have named me Chata. Chocante, shocking, startling, strange, chocante, sin vergüenza, without shame. Chocante, shocking, startling, strange. Abuela called me chocante so often, I thought chocante was my name. Chocante, chocante, cho-cho, chode. Chode is a short dick, right? Chocante, chocante, cho-cho, chocha is a woman's slit. Cante, cante, can't chant cunt. Cante, cante, can't smut. I should close my pussy lips. I can't get off on masturbation. Feed my babies with my tits and save the goods for procreation. Choose virgen or choose puta. Can't exist as paradox. Sex, class, race, and education serve to keep me in a box. See, I'm as subtle as machismo. That shit's always in my face. Oh, but I'm the one who has the problem. I'm the one who's out of place. Choco, muy chocante. Abuela said it was an omen. Huerca chueca means I'm twisted, not attracted for a woman. Been called angry because I'm vocal. Yeah, I sure can talk a riot. Been called angry, but I'm happier than when I was afraid and quiet. If you're proud and loud and willful, you're una mujer desgraciada. But a matriarch must first rule herself. Y a mí nadie me manda. Cuando era teenager, me gustaba bailar de vueltas. My favorite partner era Rudy, el del pelo chino, sonrisa con dientes y bailarín. Bailábamos tan bien las cumbias, nos aventábamos de vueltas. Side step, turn, turn, ho. Side step, de vueltas. Íbamos a los poris en su carro blanco. I remember cruising one evening on our way to a quince. We drove past the aqueducts. The night came quick, the sky pitch dark, iluminado por las estrellas. He veered off the street a un dirt road. In the distance, I could see a casita con las luces. I could hear the music. Smoothly, he stopped the car, unbuckled seatbelt, leaned over mirándome, gently, con light brown eyes. Te miras tan bonita. Y me empezó a besar, my heart dancing to the rhythm of cumbia, emocionada, ojos cerrados. Mensa, niña naive, sus manos acariciando mi cara, tan tierno. Then quickly, like his dance moves, his hand sliding one on my neck, the other unbuttoning his own shirt, grabbing my hand, swiftly sliding them down his bare chest, down to his bulging cock. Ojos abiertos, my hands retreat. Pero yo vine, estoy lista for dancing y not for this. I shake my head, no. Mejor vámonos, le digo. His manos grab the back of my neck con fuerza, guiding my face in the same pattern he forced my hands. This time, his pants unbuttoned my lips against his hard, hot skin. Abre la boca, he whispers. Shake my head que no quiero. Claro que sí, me dice past petit. Two hands hold my face down, my heart pounding faster, faster than a cumbia off rhythm of beat. It crumbles. Adrenaline pumping, my hands swatting, smacking his sonrisa de diente, pulling on curly hair, wanting to disappear. He tugs on my dress, lifts it past thighs, forces his hand like a serpent all over mi cuerpo. De joven. My hands try to catch his. We move swift like the dance moves. De vueltas. He grabs hold of my hands, fixing me, touch him, and jerk him. My stomach. Da vueltas. I can hear the music in the distance coming from the casita, and I wish it was my own, where I want to be, con mi mamá, con mis hermanas, con mis primas, bailando de vueltas. Mis ojos no aguantan. Empiezo a llorar. Se enoja y grita, ¿qué tienes? Si esto no es nada, es natural. Unsatisfied, he pushes me away. I manage to open the door. I throw up the feelings revolving inside. De vueltas. I'm broken, disgusted, ashamed. Eres un sinvergüenza. Le digo, con una chingada, si no esto no es nada. Me grita, se arranca, the door swings closed, shuts violently. Como los sentimientos que tenía yo por él. My bra strap is broken, igual que yo. ¿Qué chingados tienes? Si no eres niña, me grita y grita. Violento, enojado, he drives me back home. I scoot as far to the right, wanting to fly out the window into the dark sky. Bathe the stars with my tears just disappear. Tires screech onto driveway. Me baja. Llámame cuando crezcas. Triste. Me quedo. Y aún no comprendo. ¿Cómo es que no entiendes, Rudy? Esa noche I didn't want to grow up. Yo solo quería bailar. De vueltas.
His thick yellow teeth slowly emerge from a sticky smile, hidden behind a greasy red mustache. I expected it. Hesitating, my arms wrap around him. Goodbye, heel, I say, and quickly let go. I accepted it. His drunken voice answering, Mija, be a good girl, as he draws me closer. I was not afraid. His arms encompass me. I try to pull away, his breath hot behind my neck. His wrinkled hands invade me as he caresses my softness. I was ashamed. I was 11 when she found me sobbing, ashamed of these large, soft objects bulging out of my chest. Seemed to be growing bigger every day. Ashamed of curious fingers that poke. Ashamed of comments and whispers that sting. Ashamed of greedy hands that grope. My mom wiped away my tears, held me tight, and gifted me with the most precious gift I have ever received: self-confidence. Her words have shaped me. Her love has molded me. Mija, you are beautiful. Never feel ashamed of what God gave you. Most women wish they had what you have. You should flaunt your hourglass figure. I was too young to truly understand her words, but she never tired of reminding me, even sewing dresses that flattered my frame. I began to feel my shoulders lift, my back straighten, until I was finally able to celebrate my body. Now I stand proud, lucky to have this gift to pass on to my daughter so that she will one day blossom.
We catch bullets for the truth. Profetas and preachers, poetas and teachers, we catch bullets for the truth. Wise pledges like things moving we clean. We catch bullets for the truth. Profetas and preachers, poetas and teachers, we speak and catch bullets for the truth. Wise pledges like things moving we clean. Malcolm, Martin, and Malala. 43 desaparecidos de Iguala. Arizona's ethnic educators. Wendy Davis filibustering Texas legislators. Speak up, spit truth. Hands up, don't shoot. Mass silence yields violence. Every mute moment registers as compliance. Sharing truth should be ceremony. Instead, there are targets on every testimony. Bullseyes on outspoken facts. Speak your piece, then prepare for attack. We get bullets for the truth. Profetas and preachers, poetas and teachers, we speak and catch bullets for the truth. Bodies spread like things when we repeat. We get bullets for the truth. Profetas repute, poetas and teachers who speak and get killers for the truth. Bodies planted like people with whom we bleed. Come, gather round the flames. Our wild tongues birth change. Come, dance around the drum. Food, bread, and truth for everyone. You are my other me, being Laquet. I am your other you, being Laquet. We heal each other with our every truth. We catch bullets for the truth. Profetas and preachers, poetas and teachers, we speak and catch bullets for the truth. Bodies planted like the people with whom we bleed. We catch bullets for the truth. Profetas and preachers, poetas and teachers, we speak and catch bullets for the truth. Bodies planted like people with whom we bleed.
We shall not fear. Trayvon, you are not forgotten. Though these days, our anxiety lies with the murders of Michael Brown, Philando Castillo, Alton Sterling. The bad taste your murders have left us with is now nauseating. On a daily basis, we suffer like morning sickness, only morning, noon, and night. As we see black and brown, men, women, children, beaten, harassed, shot, murdered, brothers, husbands, fathers, mothers, pregnant sisters, tased and brutalized. My son sings NWA's "Fuck the police, fuck the police," and I let him. In fact, I sing along. Because these men whose pay comes from our pockets, these men who are supposed to protect and serve, these men with badges and guns are just that, men, no mightier than any other. We should not be afraid to reach for our IDs just to be shot repeatedly. We should not fear these men, for all they are is men, no mightier than any other, not wiser than my father, no mightier than any other, no mightier than any of you.
Secrets cause cancer. I held mine inside como un grito abierto, atragantándome. My secret, it choked me, me quiso ahogar. Aquel secreto que no pude, que no puedo, que no quiero. No, I just can't say it. I do not want to repeat it. Secrets cause cancer, and I am still ashamed of mine. Mine ate me inside, the side of my throat, inside my chest, inside my secret grew inside me, my heart, my secret grew inside. The pain from inside gagged the breath from my chest. My secret grew inside. Secrets cause cancer. Aquel secreto que yo llevaba dentro me puso enferma de sentimiento. Y lloré, I cried. My tears could not stop the monster from inside. Secrets cause cancer when they turn into lies. Lies that hide shameful truths. Lies that deny. Lies that cause our soul to die. Secrets cause cancer. Twice.
Tell me that I am a strong woman. I want to tell them I don't always feel strong.
Some days, I get so tired of being strong. I want to let the My legs collapse under the weight of the world on these shoulders, just cry myself to sleep.
Some days,
I get so tired of being strong. Frustration sends me pacing the floor. No solutions, nowhere to go, nothing to do but pace myself crazy.
The women in my family have taught me how to be strong. They have also taught me how to despair. I watched as Grandma stood for hours at a time, staring out beyond the dusty screen door, sighing. Such a defeated sound, as if to say, "This cannot be my life."
I remember days the walls closed in so close. She would pace back and forth, pace back and forth.
Pace back and forth, teaching the caged bird that having the option to leave doesn't make leaving any easier.
Some days I get so tired of being strong, I want to run away. Some days sadness grips my heart so tightly. It hurts to breathe.
And it only helps if I breathe in the manner the women in my family have taught me.
I want to be alone now for what will follow. Thankfully, the bathroom, my most reliable sanctuary, is indifferent to these episodes.
I force the sadness to the surface with a sound.
Please out sounds no self-respecting woman would make in public.
I push at the pain into some vomit of tears as if despair was labor and I could burn out of me with every groan. Pang, rob my naked sorrow.
I was taught well how to purge my pain in private, pick myself up the wet tiled floor, and mop away all evidence of anguish. And though to many in our society the image of a woman grieving alone,
Slobbering like a child is unattractive.
to me it is an image of true strength.
In my family, women have embraced their pain for generations. Kicked back straight shots of grief, no chaser to help them through the bitterness.
Locked horns in a head-on collision with heartache.
And survive.
Well, many men in my family fear it.
Disguise it.
Run from it.
Dance from it. Do anything to avoid it.
Displace pain with rage.
Punch dents in walls.
Cars.
Kids, let pain infect them, holding it in. Afraid to feel heartbreak.
Being strong doesn't always mean feeling strong.
Some days I get so tired of being strong.
Some days,
I get so tired.
I
let go. Some days, we must let ourselves fall apart before we can move forward.